everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joshua, Joshua Reviews, and today, as you can see by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be ranking all the comic book movies of 2023 so far. And when I mean comic book, I basically just mean in the superhero genre. So, let's go ahead and get into this ranking. Okay, so, I'm going to be going from least to greatest, and again, when I mean comic book movies, I mean specifically in the superhero genre. By the way, mind the best mess in the background. By the way, there will be multiple videos posted today, so if I am seen wearing the same outfit, don't worry, I'm not dirty. I've been recording a lot of videos. Okay, so again, least to greatest, and number 5, I have The Flash. I didn't really like this movie. Was it fun? Sure, but it had way too many plot holes for me to find it enjoyable. Number 1, obviously spoilers, when young Barry dies, older Barry doesn't get affected? He doesn't get erased at all? And then they don't even touch basis on that? Even though earlier in the movie, you know, older Barry was telling younger Barry, hey, if I lose my speed, I could be erased from this whole thing. But yet he dies, and not even a word is said about that. So number 4 is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, I will give you this. Quantumania is a mess, but I actually find it rewatchable. With The Flash, there's just too much drama surrounding that movie that, but, you know, King the Conqueror, Jonathan Majors was great. I felt like the, whole thing between, Scott and Cassie was great. That whole dynamic was awesome. But I didn't like the fact that it didn't really feel like an Ant-Man movie. They tried to go too big with it, and it just wasn't really working. There was no Luis, like, none of the gang was there. We were on Earth for not even half the movie, just the beginning of the movie, then we go straight into the quantum realm. So, yeah. At number 3, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I actually found this movie really enjoyable. It's a shame it didn't make enough money at the box office. But, it's actually a pretty fun movie, and I suggest go watching it on HBO Max or wherever you watch your movies. It's a really fun movie. It's really, really good. One thing I didn't like, though, was that Zachary Levi didn't really try and act like Billy Batson. It was like a whole different character. And I get it, you know, Billy's supposed to be very confident as a superhero, but not that confident. Goodness gracious. Asher Angel took a more serious approach with Billy this time, but Asher Angel was barely in the movie. Because he was just Shazam, basically, for the whole movie. But, yeah, I still found it really enjoyable. That Wonder Woman cameo was awesome. I love how Beck interpreted her theme. And then, at number 2, I have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is probably, I wouldn't say the best of the trilogy. It's definitely close. It's very close. It probably is. But then again, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 is such a banger. And Volume 2 is overhated. So, but this movie is really good. It's a beautiful send-off for everyone. Rocket becoming captain. Quill going back to Earth and living with his grandfather, even though we know that he will return. Which, in what projects, I don't know. I assume Kang Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars is what they're talking about. But, there's that. And then at number 1, By the way, I know I haven't really done reviews for Quantumania up to Volume 3. And those will be coming out soon. I just haven't really gotten around to it yet. I didn't have the channel when those came out. So, yeah. And at number 1, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's an easy one. This will probably be the best movie of the year. And I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, there's Barbie, there's Oppenheimer. Guys, this movie was fantastic. This is one of, if not the best animated movie ever. It was great. It's like on the same level with Into the Spider-Verse. It's that good. And the cliffhanger ending, I actually really enjoyed because, you know, they had already announced that it was a 2-parter. But a lot of people just didn't get that memo for whatever reason. I guess they just didn't really put it in all of the marketing for the movie. They made it seem like it was one movie. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 was the original title, but they got rid of the Part 1 and just stuck with Across the Spider-Verse, which is weird. So, there's my ranking of comic book movies that have come out this year. Now, I'm going to go on to my pre-release excitement. So, these are movies that haven't come out yet for this year that will be ranked based off of my excitement. Again, from least to greatest. Number 4 is Kraven the Hunter. Sony, by the looks of it, has yet again butchered another Spider-Man villain and turning him into a anti-hero. So, I can already imagine, like, you know, like how in Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, they introduce those characters with, like, comics and everything? I can already see Kraven being like, alright, let's do this one last time. I was bitten by a radioactive lion. Doesn't really make sense. So that's number 4. And number 3, I have Aquaman 2. Now, listen, critics did literally walk out of the first screening because it was so bad. And James Wan... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Aquaman 2 at 4, Kraven the Hunter at 3. Now that I'm thinking of it. Critics walked out of the early screening. James Wan doesn't even know what final version will come out in theaters because of how many times Gunn has come in and implemented so many things, and so many things have been taken out, so many things have been put back in, so many things have been taken out, so many things have been put back in. Apparently, there are multiple Batman in this film, but only, like, one will make an appearance, I'm guessing. We know that Ben Affleck was supposed to appear, because Jason Momoa posted that photo of them on set. And then, supposedly, this obviously takes place after The Flash, and in the awful post-credit scene of The Flash, we see Aquaman. Well, drunk Aquaman. And that's in the Clooneyverse. So, is this movie going to take place in the Clooneyverse? Or in the new DCU? Is the new DCU the Clooneyverse? There are a lot of questions, and again, that's why I don't really want Gunn in charge of DC, because he's just left too many plot holes, and he's lied a lot. He's backtracked on things. But I've already made a video on that, if you guys want to go check that out. Okay, so number 4 is Aquaman 2. Number 3 is Kraven the Hunter. Number 2 is The Marvels. By the trailer, it looks like a really fun movie. Obviously, the first Captain Marvel wasn't... I enjoyed it. It was fun, but it wasn't great. So hopefully this sequel is much better. You know, obviously, Nick Fury is appearing in this. Monica Rambeau is appearing in this. Kamala Khan is appearing in this. And I'm interested to see what Kamala has been doing after the events of the Ms. Marvel show. So, and then number 1, we have Blue Beetle. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this movie to come out. I believe I saw earlier that it was estimated to make at least $18 to $21 million. I believe that was opening weekend or opening day, so hopefully he makes a lot more than that. This is a movie surrounded by a Latino superhero, so I am excited to see that in a Latino family. And, you know, the main star is Jolo Maraduena, the one of the stars of Cobra Kai. You know, obviously he plays Miguel in Cobra Kai. So I am super excited for that movie. But the marketing has been awful, though. Like, every now and then an ad will pop up on my TikTok, but we've only gotten that one trailer, so they kind of seem to be over this now. Warner Brothers Discovery are just hoping to shift everything onto Superman Legacy and Creature Commandos, because obviously people were interested in the DCEU if you looked at the numbers. You know, but after Aquaman, since Walter Hamada was just changing everything and just making everything a mess, that's when people started to lose interest, and then obviously the pandemic happened, and so yeah, people are just tired. They're not really going to see these movies anymore. They're waiting on Creature Commandos, Superman Legacy, and stuff like that, which honestly, I wish people would go see these movies one last time. These are possibly the last time we're going to be seeing these characters. So, you know, guys, go watch these movies. It's going to be, hopefully, an Aquaman 2. If it's... Maybe that's the movie that's resetting the DCEU, because James Gunn said that The Flash was, but it didn't reboot anything. If anything, it just kind of set the DCEU in stone. So, besides, you know, George Clooney walking out of the car. But Jason Momoa is still there. So, we'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah, that has been my ranking, and then I do have an honorable mention. Legion of Superheroes. Now. I do not have HBO Max, so I cannot see this. I don't know if it's come out yet or not. It probably has. But, by the posters and everything, it looks like a fun movie. But I unfortunately do not have HBO Max anymore, so can't watch it until I do. Anyway, this has been Joshua, our Safe Joshua Reviews. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. And, I will see you all next time. The next video should be coming out soon. It should be coming out later today.